Welcome to the Chaos.
Welcome back to RabidKaos and another episode of Alchemy Factory. Last episode we shrunk down the Panacea potion to be able to make a easy to place blueprint, and in doing so I've already placed one down into the fuel area and I'm letting that build up as far as our steam goes. Where do I have to lift? All the way up there, I bet you. Yep. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna show you what I've done upstairs, because I have made a few changes. We'll see what's going on here. As you can see, I reconnected all my relics to make some money. And we made a good amount. I still haven't decided what to do with all of our upgrade points. But when I decide, or if you guys want me to do anything on this side, the right side of the tree, definitely let me know. I don't want to do the belt or factory upgrades just yet, because when building any machine, if you base it off of a 60 per minute, it will almost always work out. It will always work out no matter what you raise them up to, as long as they're even. And so what I did is I got rid of the original Panacea setup. I still have all this here that I can get rid of. Let's start it over here. No, I don't want to do all that. We'll get rid of all that. And then get rid of that. And that. Alright. And I extended our build over here. It is going to take a while for some potions to make it here. Although I could just throw those in there for the time being. Get rid of that. We needed more brandy. And that's being made, which is also making more aquavita. I've run all the lines over there down into our smelting area. So, I'm not going to jump back down there yet. I'm going to let that build up. We'll see how that goes by the end of the episode. This episode, we're going to get into a new machine. And that machine is Advanced Athanor. So, we're going to unlock the 3 things that we have that it makes, so we can look at them all. But, wrong button. When we look at the Advanced Athanor, it's got to be put on a heating pad. So, we will throw one of these down just so we can get an idea of what this is. As you can see, it can take 3 physical inputs and a liquid, and it puts out 3 different options. Sometimes it's 2, and the 2 will come out on the blue. The main thing you're going for comes out on the yellow. What we're going to be working on, primarily, we're going to start with silver, because lapis needs silver when you look at it. And this obsidian, it doesn't need any of that, but it would be good to have. So, we are going to look at what we need. It looks like to make silver powder, we mix black powder with one of the coppers, and we'll look in here to see how exactly it's made. Well, there's a silver ingot, alright. Silver powder and impure. It is made with copper powder and black powder. So, we've got our copper powder downstairs, so let's go ahead and grab one of those machines and we'll plop it in place. And hopefully, maybe not this episode, but within the next few, we'll be able to make a full-on, full belt being provided for a mercury. So obviously, we're going to have to work our way through all of this here. So, let's see. This is making us our copper powder right here. But, we need both of these, right? So, we will do it up to, I suppose we can go to here. I do gotta scoot around here. Alright. Oh. Is that as far as we need to go? We don't even go that far. Alright. Bring that up so we can make sure we capture all the pipes. Confirm that. We need nails and wood, but we're also going to need some seeds, I bet. See, we need 2 flax, 2 lavender, and a sage. We have the flax. We don't have lavender or sage, so let's go ahead and look at that. We have 1 lavender. We have a ton of flax left in there. So we do need another lavender. That's not a big deal. We can easily go and grab that. And we need to go up to the 3rd floor anyway. So we'll grab the lavender when we're done getting the items we need, which is nails and wood. Alright, nails and wood. And while we're heading upstairs, I just want to thank all of you for all the support you've shown on these videos. It's nice to see that people are enjoying the content I make. And if you are enjoying it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll be able to make a lot more content like this. Alright. There's our copper powder. This will be plopped in right here. I'd like to... Oh, can I? Well, a little bit of space never hurt. There we go. But... Oh, that's interesting. What is... That's... I've never seen that. Generates all products simultaneously. If you add these in... Oh! That's neat! Okay. So we're going to be making silver powder. Oh, and it looks like you can make different items through this. Just the same that you can make with an Athanor. You can just make them with an advanced Athanor now. That's pretty neat. So, we're doing silver powder. It makes very... Oh, these numbers. These numbers are terrible. Alright, so... That is interesting. Generates all products simultaneously, and recipes consume no materials? What? I mean, that's a ways away for what we can make. That's right here. But that is insane. That is crazy. Charge cost per use, 150. It's got 100,000 charges, pretty much. Charge cost per use. Okay, so every time it uses one, we would be 1 for 1 on unstable catalysts. 2 for 3. Yeah, 2 for 3 on the fertile catalyst. That's pretty neat. But we know we could do this. Alters product generation probabilities. Anyway. So, 1 full belt is going to give us 1 and a little bit more. The black powder is going to give us 3. So, while this... Is this going through already? Okay, it is. While this ramps up... It's not going to ramp anything up because it doesn't have any kind of heating to it. And I have a feeling that this... Yep, not what we were looking for. Luckily, it didn't catch on and... and add extra nothingness to the pipes. Nope, I don't want that way. There we go. We'll just send you down quite a bit. We're going to need you again, I'm sure. Alright, now that that's heating, there we go. We're getting some copper powder coming, or impure copper powder coming out, which will go into here and give us our copper. Alright. Now, oh, actually I did need that pipe. Maybe. Let's go find ourselves a black powder build that we've got going on. Now, where would we have that? We have this, but didn't we create something a little bit better than that? I believe we did. Let's go take a look and see what we can get. Let's call this lift from probably way up top again. I forgot to send it down. Yep. Go figure. But not a big deal. Not the end of the world. Let's see, how's this doing? This is not really holding up, unfortunately. We may end up getting rid of those some of those furnaces, and replacing it with our Panacea build over there. Let's head on up and take a look and see what we're getting here. Alright. So, we have black powder being made for these blast potions here, right? And it's right here, this one right here. And it's all of this, so it's chamomile powder that's lagging behind, but why? Oh, that only does 20 a minute. Well, that changes things. I thought it did 30. Alright, so let's do this. Cut that out of the way. I thought it did 60, not 20. Now, what we need to do is figure out how we're going to put this in to be able to get that. And it's gonna obviously, there's gonna need to be a change being made. I did not leave myself much room. Now, how can I make this work? We know we can, if we make one of the bigger ones, we can make 2. We can double it, so that'll be 40 a minute. Yep. But we also need to be able to send it up to be able to make more. So, this is going to be a problem with all the builds. But I can easily copy this whole system over. Alright, we got that there. Ooh. Let's see, we want a belt coming from there to there. We can put this there. And we'll be having a belt go this way. That way. I wonder how many of you noticed. If you ever noticed me doing something like that, please let me know. I'm being a dummy. And then we just place that there. And luckily we've only got one built that way so far. So, while that's doing its thing, we'll go take a look at that. But in the meantime, I have got to copy this whole build for our black powder, regardless. Alright, so alright, that is good. Why is this not producing? Ah, I gotta fix the belts. Now let's try that again. Alright, that's good. That's our black powder. Before I forget, I'll go... Actually, you know what? I'll go throw this down on the 3rd floor. Just so we have it. I need bronze and rope. So I'm not doing any of that until I get bronze and rope. It's easy enough to grab. I just gotta remember not to copy anything in the meantime. Now let's go fix our... Oh, there we go. There it is. That's the wrong floor. I don't trust that I won't accidentally copy something, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this down real quick. There we go. We'll come back to that in just a second, once I fix the Panacea Potion build that we've got going on in the other room. In our heating room. Because I'd like to be able to get rid of a lot of this. This is costing so much money. Our black powder is going good. What's going on here? Why are you not doing anything? Because you're not getting any fertilizer. No, no. Yep, that's what it is. Now we know it can run on its own. We've seen it run on its own. Just for whatever reason, this decided it didn't want to. So we'll get that going again here in a minute. Now, in the meantime, cut that, put it there. Get rid of that. Oh, things are going to have to be different around here. No, not the floor. Get rid of all that. Here we've got the room for it. So, we'll get rid of that. Bring it up and over. We'll do that. That. We're going to get creative with it. I can't get over there, so we're going to scratch that whole plan. We're going to move the pipe. We'll just do what we had done upstairs. Gonna build our enhanced grinder with a regular grinder on top of it. Put that there, that there. We'll put this back in place. Ah. It does stink that it doesn't reconnect, but we'll make this into our new blueprint once I'm done here. So we need to bring this up to there, bring it down, bring one up here and down. Just like that. Now obviously we got to get the pipe back in, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Now we also got to get this in place. This is for us to be able to heat with. So I don't really even need all this. Alright, now we will copy everything from here on and say this is our new blueprint. Don't want to go too high because I don't want to grab every bit of pipe in there. Alright, so we'll save that as Panacea 20-minute fixed, maybe? Alright, so now that that's done, hopefully should get moving on its own here in a minute. And that's really the true test of whether or not that system's going to work as a self-feeding system or not. It should. There's no reason why it wouldn't, but, you know, just to be on the safe side, I'm on the wrong floor. Alright. Oh, I forgot the seeds. So it's a good thing. Oh boy. Let's go head upstairs and get a reminder of what the seeds are. One of these times I'm going to remember to send the lift down. And probably this time I will send it down once I get up there. Let's clear out these exclamation points that we've got here. Probably in the goods. Yeah. Obsidian and lapis. And clear out our heads up about the catalysts. That is pretty cool. So, we may not be able to get a full belt of silver powder, but knowing that we can get silver powder and, where is it? Materials. We get both silver powder and impure. With impure, you just got to craft it into, that's crude. That's what it is. You get silver powder and crude silver powder. Crude silver powder you turn into impure. Impure you can turn into regular. Yep. But it's for every 4 crude you get 1 silver. Alright, so we need 2 chamomile and a lavender. Alright. Easy enough. You can go down to the 5th floor. It's gonna do one another. I'm not gonna make it. Just made it. Alright, back up to the 5th floor, 2 chamomile and a lavender. Let's see, lavender. 1. And 2 chamomile. I don't want color, I want chamomile, please. 1, 2. I don't need that. Don't need that, and I don't need that. Alright. Now we can pick this up. Oh, I didn't grab any pipes, did I? Okay. Cut that. Alright. And turn it in place. We can get this whole setup fixed here. That is not what I wanted. See, is that going in right? No, it's not. So what are we doing here? Let me move this again, because I can't remember how we had this fed in. Oh, it just went down to the ground. Okay. Fed in from the ground. Got it. There we go. And then we can just do this. There we go. Now you are going to be chamomile. That's gotta be chamomile, there's no question about that. These two don't matter as much, but there we go. And for the heck of it, we'll just throw this in there. So, this is going to give us our copper. This is not built up yet. It's going to take some time. Yep, it's just now getting up to the top. So we'll let that build up. That'll give us 1 full belt of copper. It's going to give us 1 full belt of black powder when it comes through. And I can probably get rid of this. Boop. Because we want it to be on this height. And of course, we're going to have to hook this up to heat. That part is going to be very easy. Except I want you... There we go. Perfect. And our steam is doing just fine. So that is going to give us a full belt. Two full belts for our advanced Athenor. Where are you? There we go. Now, we could start sending fertile catalysts in. Doubles product output. I mean, when we're trying to, that'll give us 4 silver powder and 28, 30 crude silver powder. So it'll give us a half belt silver powder with one of these. We can almost get a full belt of crude, which we can turn into silver. So, I'm thinking we do that, but there needs to be an adjustment made here. So, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I think I'm going to get rid of these 3 right here. We're going to put in a filter splitter. And we are going to make sure that this is only giving us our fertile catalyst. So, with that being the case, now we can go this way. Build a line right next to this to bring it out. And bring a belt along. Let's copy that, put it here, and another one here. Now, when you're putting items in, it doesn't matter what order they go in. It does matter what order that they come out. You know what? We're going to get rid of this. We're going to run this one on the 3rd level as it is. And this one will go here. We'll drop those. Get our belts already set in place. Put a belt there. And then, just like that. Now our copper is going to come down off the ground. Or down to the ground. Go to there. And to there. And in this case, we got to bring everything up. There we go. So that's going to give us all of that. Once we heat it, of course. We do have to put some heating into it. I do wish that it wasn't so close to, or so kicked over on the edge like this. And I could, I suppose, make it a change to it. But, I mean, space is not a problem here. We are going to run this twice, just to get an idea of what's going to come out of each. And realistically, it should be, oh, there we go, 15 a minute and 3.8 a minute. So these, if we have just those, yes, we're going to get rid of those. We are going to do that. Now, one of the things it showed was you could refine it. So, if we take this refiner, put it there, that's going to give us impure silver. Well, impure silver doesn't do us any good. So we're going to refine it again. And we're going to get 7.5 per minute of silver powder. We're making more with that than we are with the real silver powder. So we're going to put this all in together. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. So, that's going to give us that. Now, what we're going to do with that is our next question. We have amulets. But as you see, amulets need lapis. We can make our own coins. We got to cook it. And we can make silver ingots. That's an alternate recipe for making silver ingots. Obviously, there's a base recipe. Now, what we need the silver ingots for is this advanced cauldron. that's another way to... We're going to make all this right now. But that is another way to use cauldrons. With cauldrons, regular cauldrons... Hold on, what are you doing here? Oh, let's do it this way. With regular cauldrons, it's an addition between all of these items. With the advanced cauldrons, it takes the value of each item and averages it. So let's take a look at what we're getting out of this. It takes 3.8 a minute. We need better than that by a long shot. We're going to get rid of that too, because we're going to need... See, we got this doing 7.5 a minute, plus another 3.8, plus another 3.8. So that's 7.6 plus 7.5, so we're doing 15 a minute. I think we're going to need 5. We'll do 6, just to be on the safe side. We'll do 5 because I don't have the stone for the other ones. Let's see here. We're going to want that, that, and that. So, our belt's going to go come on. I should have put the belt down before. There we go. There we go. And then there we go. Now we should be seeing all of this being cooked. I'm not going to make that mistake again. We're going to go to here. And we're going to have it sitting in a box for now. Because we are going to need some of these. But at least we know where it's being made, and we have something we can copy off of to make our silver. We will definitely need some silver bars. We're just going to let it cook as long as it takes. So that takes 15 minutes. Ooh, you know, we could make this doubled. So I'm going to do that. Because we see each one of these is pushing out 15 minutes. This takes 15 minutes. So might as well make 2. But what I need to do is prepare for that. So this has got to go out. Oh no. Can I do it? I guess I can't. It's gonna have to go like that. Which is going to mess up this part. So, I'm gonna cut all this right here. And we're only gonna move it up. We should only need to move it up 1, but for right now we'll put it there. Alright. Now we need a belt there, there. We need the refiner. We're gonna swap it. I can't put it there. I don't want... We're going up 1 further. Good thing I didn't put it down in place. So, refiner. Rotate that. There. There. Now we need to, obviously, that. 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 We're going to take a refiner. Put it there. It's bigger than I'd like it. But, you know what? It works. There we go. Now, we'll see what we got. Not a single Venus sold. That's not good. We'll have to take a look at that, see what's going on there, because we should be making them. Yeah, I was going to say I cut you. I didn't copy. I should have waited until the pausing was done. I just realized because I rebuilt, I don't need that. Let's copy all that. And throw you in place right there. And I didn't grab that pipe segment that was there, but that's alright. There we go. So, now it's taken in 15 minutes, 7.5, 7.5. That is perfect. We are getting an exact 7.5 from that. We can round it up to 4, so that's 8. That's 14, 15 and a half. Each one of these does 3.8. We do need that 6. So I'm gonna... we'll let it run for right now, see how it does. Because we're not getting that full belt of copper yet. And I'm wondering why. The lavender's not making it up. Is the lavender being... yeah. It's coming out, coming down. It's just taking a while to get up there. And that's what we kind of expected that. Lavender always takes a while to get going. Alright. So we now have our silver going. With that we can do silver coins. We can make the silver amulets. Or we can do the advanced cauldrons. And we are going to save up, obviously we're saving up some ingots to be able to do that. Now, our next two options are lapis and obsidian. And we could do both of these the way that they want them to be done. But as you can see, it gives us obsidian and obsidian powder. Not really useful right now. The lapis is more useful. But if we look at it in here, it makes it lapis, shadow crystal, and crude shards. It needs impure silver powder. Well, we can make that. You know, crude into that. We can't make it. We'd have to be using our silver powder for something if we made this setup again. And it only comes out as lapis a third of the time. So, there's definitely other ways to do it. Ideally, you know, it's something we can do with the cauldron. It's just all about finding the right recipe for it. And that's really not the easiest way to do it. But I think for now, we start with this, because the volcanic ash can be used in all kinds of different options if we decide we have to go this way. So, I'm trying to figure out the best way that we can do this. And unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that I've got an option for requires other things being involved, like some bigger items. And you know, it's not really something you wanna do if you can avoid it. And what I'm trying to do, I'm thinking our best bet is this, and just do it the way it's intended. You know, it's easier to get to shatter crystals. You can't make shatter crystals in a cauldron, but you can make their predecessor. If you look here, crude shards, broken shards, dull shards, shatter crystal. So to get a full belt to shatter crystal, we'd need 4 belts of broken shards. And that is something we can do with the cauldron. But for the meantime, let's take a look at what it needs, right? Because we're making all these plans, we don't even know how much it's going to need of everything. It needs 10 a minute to make 5. So, we need 2 belts of shattered crystal, which means 8 belts of crude shards. But it also means we need to do this. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's take a look at that. What can we do with the volcanic ash? Figure out what we're gonna do with the offshoot. Well, it's used in crafting something. Huh. But if we have one full belt that's making us 3 of these, one full belt of Oblivion Essence makes 3, enough for 3 advanced Athenors. So that'll give us 15 Obsidian, so we need to multiply that by 4. So we'll need 4 belts of Oblivion Essence. That's not terrible. But if we were to try and find something to do with that volcanic ash, to get rid of it, well, we can look back at this. We can combine the 3 of those to make a crude crystal. Well, it's getting rid of the offshoot, which then we can make into polished crystals, then into adamant, then into diamonds. And we can start selling diamonds at the shop. So I think that is the plan. We make our multiple, we need what, 2 belts of shattered crystals. Okay. So that means we need 8 belts of broken shards. It's going to be very fun on our fertilizer system here. So let us take this, throw it over here. Do we have enough room for our Panacea potion build here? Let's take a look. What do we need here? We need 2 chamomile, 5 lavender, 3 gentian. So let's get those first. So that's chamomile, and we needed how many? 2. Okay. Easy enough. That's for our black powder part of it. Oops, I made bought too many. Lavender, we need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then gentian, we needed 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Boom. And we'll take that just because. Oh, no. This, we need wood, nails, rope, iron, and rivets. So let's get our iron first. Then we get our rivets on the way down to get the nails, the rope, and that wood. We get our, rivets. Our rope. Our nails. And I did not leave enough space for anything else. Get rid of that. We'll get rid of those 10. And get rid of our powders here. And we are going to need some stone eventually, so let's grab a stack of stone. Just so we have it. Let's go grab some wood. We'll switch which box we're getting it from this time. And run back upstairs. I keep doing that. Now let's build this in place. Now, this is the back side right here. Perfect. So, by doing this, we can actually make some changes here. That's actually pretty much exactly where we want it, but I do want to bring it back a little bit. So, we need to get our potion system over to here. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. By sending the potions in this way to build up in the system here, we'll make sure that does not connect. There we go. And for the heck of it, we'll throw that all in there. Now, we've got some more work to do, though. This, I'm not even sure. I think that's just, yep, accidental copy over. This is supposed to be our heat, so let's get that heat tapped in. Ah. Alright. This is our heat pipe. And that back there is our heat pipe. Did I get that right? Alright. There we go. That's heating all that. Which heats everything. Correct? Yep. Everything's gonna get heat now. Yes. Then we gotta take some of our other pipes. This, a linseed oil. Okay. That's easy to get to. We'll take it from the backside, though. There we go. There's our linseed. That'll get our lavender oil going. Now, for this one, we got the lavender oil coming. Okay. For this one, we need aqua vitae, and for over here, we need brandy. Well, here's our brandy line. Let's bring these both over. And this one over as well. Whoa. Settle down. Let's just do this. Alright, so this should be our brandy. Yep. Let's hook up our brandy first. There we go. That means that's our aqua vitae. There we go. Perfect. Now, whether or not we have enough of everything to do this, that remains to be seen. But we're getting all our fluids going. Perfect. It does take a while to get some of this up and running. There comes that. Our black powder is going to take a minute to get up and running. But we've got that all running. Why are you not being filled up? Oh, I didn't want just that. Oh no. Well, let's take a look down here. Is there any way growth potions could get on there? I don't think so. I think that was just leftover. I did not plan that through very well. We will do a priority merger or splitter. You are feeding first, and then you're gonna go that way. Because that just completely annihilated this. And I didn't even notice. And that's entirely my fault. Good thing it's not a major system, but it's still not good to see it not working. So once that backs back up, we'll be good to go on that. We'll be good to go on another system that we are setting up in advance for being able to do our Obsidian build. And I think that that's a good time to end it, but before we go, we're going to go take a look at how well the system is doing down here, and I can't quite drop. So, I'm going to go ahead and run around. When I drop down there, if I manage to fit through all those pipes, I always end up on the back side of the machines, and it's just a pain to try and get in and out of. Alright, so what do we have going here? We've got all that coming in. All that's going in. The heat's up. It's all over here. So, do we have we'll grab a bunch of that. And put 2 in there. 2 in there. 1 in there. 1 in there. Oh, we got plenty in there. What am I doing? So what is the holdup here? That is the question. Is that top level not able to come down? No, it's coming down. Oh no, it should be coming down there. This one should be coming down right over there. I don't know if I can... No, I can't put that there, so... Let's see if we can... kind of pillar our way up on a very tiny, skinny pillar. This doesn't have a belt on it! Well, I feel dumb. But, that'll get working again soon. Split you up a little bit, just to get a few of them running. That means every single build is that way. So, I will go running around fixing that. We'll see if that is working the next time we come back. So, like I said earlier, if you enjoy what you're watching, make sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.